Still got options. I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the eye, still applying pressure. Somebody stop us.
Succop, the man tasked with getting this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by the rookie third-rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 at Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This to the former Falcon, Russell Gage.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Brady. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
On the move past the 40.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd and very short, Brady. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Jared Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Ryan Succop on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards.
And it's Jared Cook who finishes it off with a touchdown.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Patterson again.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Brady now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Buccaneers had 14-2 heading into this final week. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From midfield, here's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st down, Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Again, Patterson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Give to Patterson, running to the right.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And this is incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Brady. There's the former Falcons star, Julio Jones, with a grab. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Fournette. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Brady. And this is Cook with the grab. And they'll get this down to the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Evans has it left side. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Julio Jones. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Extra point try now for Succop. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd and 6. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Complete to Zaccheaus. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a play fake, Brady. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Fournette, a first down carry. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Falcons ready to take over. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
He's brought down at the 31.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A right side run with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
They stopped him in his tracks. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
1st down, Buccaneers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A pass underneath for Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Throwing now is Brady. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Succop for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Justin Fields, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. Oh, good move. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Brady. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A shotgun give to Fournette. 86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you've got to figure, when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back, Leonard Fournette.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a give to Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. On play action, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. On 2nd and goal, Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The coverage by Carlton Davis.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Brady now on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 38, Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
A gain of 7. And the Buccaneers 1st down.
Now Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. To throw is Brady.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Holding. Offense. We can't have that.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, it's Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Again, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man, London, right side. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Second and 5. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons.
Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down, back to Fournette.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This offense so far on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brady going to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This is Fournette.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Now Brady. Jones has it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady, and complete right side to Cook.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This pass is caught by London. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 2. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. Now White on a return. Now White lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Buccaneers, it's one more win to finish this